already looping. You're too late.
I know. Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Adventures in the Avaricious Archipelago. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yes! Let's see. As you folks can see, for the moment, we are down our beloved wizard, but we are still going to do the pronoun go-around, and hopefully she'll be with us soon. So, first things first, we've got Ben. Impossible. This couldn't happen. Vitalos, this
And
can't be happening.
survives.
It's okay. It's okay. All right.
The
Let's.
flag.
It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got my runner-up. ALYCIA.
Ayo, I'm Alicia. I use any and all pronouns. I play CYPHER, who does the same.
Lovely. Next we have Draw.
Ayo, I'm Draw. I use love it any pronouns, and I play DELPHI, who uses any pronouns.
How wonderful. And of course, Benny.
Hi, I'm Benny. I use they, them, and it pronouns.
Very good. Yeah.
And I am playing Siren Twinkshine, who uses any all.
That's wonderful. Let's see. Usually we would end that off with SQUO'MO Guman, played by my good friend Liz. Liz uses she, her pronouns, and SQUO'MO uses she, her, but honestly is enough of a trickster that anything could apply depending on the bit she's doing. We also have CHEEG, who's played by my friend Ben, who has stepped away for a moment. CHEEG is our artificer. Both they and Ben use any all pronouns, last I checked. Also, hello everyone, it's me, your favorite Jegg. Jegg Minecraft, 23, they, she, and happy to be. Welcome back to Adventures in the Avaricious Archipelago, our D&D campaign. I'm so happy to have you all here. It's funny. It feels like it's been such a while, but we did not miss a game. We played last week. It was a very long week. At least
It
speaking.
was.
Right. Let's see. Oh, for those of you who celebrate, I hope that you had a happy Valentine's Day, a very gay one. And for those of you who don't, I hope you still had a very nice day on the 14th.
I had a very good day.
That's good. That's good. The person who plays the love angel has a nice Valentine's Day. Who would have thunk it? All right. So let me see right here. For the moment. Now, don't freak out. I have disappeared CHEEG for the time being. So on the screen, we've got our 3 present characters, and hopefully CHEEG and SQUO'MO will be back in a bit. Shall I just get into it with the recap?
With cheeks going.
Yeah.
And then who's driving the boat?
Oh no! CHEEG!
Robin the plane.
That just goes to show that you haven't been watching the lore, because as we all know, CHEEG never drives the boat. Hey, yo.
She's got that boat on autopilot.
Got that boat on autopilot. Lovely.
Level 3 automation. Hi guys. I didn't need to say that.
No, you did. You
Hi
absolutely
guys.
did.
I'm in aviation. Level 3 automation is a genuine term used for when there is not a human being controlling a plane.
I love that.
Just autopilot in avionics.
Remember, guys, for planetism, come to AAA every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
No, that's unfortunately, I think I have a little more planetism in Spelljammer.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll still get some tism. We'll still get some tism. All right. With that, I will begin the recap. Assuming no one has anything else they want to share with the class before we begin. All right. Where last we left off, the party was getting ready to leave the island of Lagunia. Everything has been set up, so the resort will run itself in your absence. A few of you made connections with different people, whether that be the new manager for the resort or getting a local... Sorry, I'm trying to find the correct term for it. The local brothel. Networking over there. After that, it was just a matter of getting rations, and CYPHER and CHEEG worked together to build a tracker for these gems that you folks are tracking down, those being the Dragonheart gems. As of right now, you have the red one from Crimson, and from the looks of it, you can find another if you head to Verdisia, a tropical jungle of an island, completely overgrown, with the people living in tree houses just above. It's exciting, and as our session begins, you all have quite a bit to do. That is to say, you all have nothing but time on your hands. If weather permits, you'll be there in a day, but if not, it could be as many as 3. It should be said that there are 2 ships sailing side by side. We have Sabrina's, where DELPHI and SQUO'MO are. We have CHEEG's, which also has CYPHER and SIREN, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
For all simplicity, the boats are very close together. And considering we have one character that can swim exceptionally well, being a siren, and the other that can fly back and forth, being an angel, I don't think communication between the 2 boats is going to be an issue. Let's see. I am going to say, as we begin, would you guys do me a favor and everybody roll a d20?
Okey-doke.
Lovely. This is just going to determine which order we sort of go to everyone as you're completing activities, as you're
Not
passing
one.
time.
15.
Ooh.
I'm killing myself.
Okay.
Oh no, forget it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Benny, you cut out. What did you get?
A 10.
A 10. And then Alicia, was that a 15 or a 16?
15. 1-5.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Now, what's going to happen is we are going to go down the list, and then whenever we get to the end of this little initiative count, I'm going to have someone make a check, and that will determine the weather and just how your trip is going. Opening up, we have CYPHER. CYPHER, the skies are clear, and the tracker that you built with CHEEG seems to be working very well. As the boat rocks back and forth, there is a consistent ping for the island of Verdisia, and you know that the gem you are tracking down is not going anywhere. What would you like to do as you have some time on the boat?
Well, maybe I'll take a crack at making some potions with those dragon parts that I found recently.
Absolutely. CYPHER, you look over the dragon parts that you have prepared. Now, only one eye was salvaged from the dragon as the other exploded. However, you also have several scales, not to mention teeth, which is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, because we've discussed a little bit, if you would like to use some of these parts to craft a potion, what I'm going to have you do is roll with your alchemist supplies, and you are going to tell me which part you are using as a base, so to speak. We have the eye, we have scales, and we have teeth.
Now let's start with the eye.
Absolutely. Now, we're not going to go into too much detail, but essentially you take some matter from that and you prepare it. Not to mention some of your other alchemist supplies you already had handy. It doesn't take too much to break that down, and I would like you to make this check for me.
Of course. Oh, okay. That's going to be a 25.
Excellent. Now, CYPHER, for our purposes, I'm going to say that you probably could have gotten a lot of the prep work for this done the previous day. So that plus the time you have now out on the sea, it does not take very much for you to craft this first potion. You were very prepared. And what you are holding in your hand now is a potion of dragon's breath. As a bonus action, you can ingest it or splash it on a creature nearby, and it essentially works as a concentration-free version of dragon's breath. However, you can only use it to breathe fire because it was from a fire dragon. If you
Sounds
would
good.
like,
Sounds good.
lovely. If you would like to craft another one, just because of the material it takes, it would have to be over the long rest tonight. Particularly because it is fermenting overnight, I would imagine. But in the meantime, you can add this to your inventory. Very well done.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll work on a night vision potion at a later time then.
Absolutely. I can absolutely imagine that happening over the long rest. Beautiful. All right, as CYPHER pockets that potion, next up we have SIREN.
No.
Lovely. All right, so SIREN, it is a beautiful day. It's warm, but there's a nice breeze, and everyone seems to be keeping busy. This boat is incredibly stable, probably one of the best you've been on. It's clear that CHEEG works very hard on it. It's totally unique. What would you like to do today? Keep in mind that as someone with a fly speed, you are free to go to either boat as you need.
Do I have a fly speed yet? Oh,
You-
yeah, because we did the thing with the ASMR, right?
That's right, that's right. Just
Mm.
like characters in some of our other games, you are an ASMR with permanent wings because I think that fucks.
Oh, yeah. I am interested in working on my strength. And specifically, I know we talked about wanting to work on an unarmed strike situation.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Now, in order to practice your unarmed strike, you have some options. You could work solo. That would probably involve you getting a punching bag together. However, it would probably be a little bit easier for you to find someone to spar with. I will say, out of the party, uh, DELPHI and Sabrina are probably the most physically built. CHEEG,
Mm.
SQUO'MO, CYPHER, from what you can tell, they don't have the training necessary to spar with you like that.
Mm. I'll leave
That's
it
what
open.
you think.
Oh, goodness. I will leave an open invitation.
Wait. How are you doing this? How are you opening up the invitation, so to speak?
I think I'm just sort of like I'm walking around the general vicinity where most people are. It's like, anyone interested in a little bit of training?
Well, that'd be fun. My potion
Yeah.
is fermenting at the moment,
Do
so
you
I
want to
could use something to
start?
pass the time. Of course.
All right.
You just inspired me.
This will be my second battle in a human body. Here we go.
Oh, in a okay.
All right. There is an open area on the deck for CYPHER and SIREN to sort of attempt to spar here. Now, what I'm asking for from the two of you is pretty straightforward. I would like a contesting athletics and I'm going to say Since Siren is the challenger, that would be athletics for sure. Cypher, you can do athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I'll use my acrobatics. All right. That will be an 18 for acrobatics.
I got a
Lovely.
dirty 20.
Lovely. Now, Siren, the Cypher does not have the most physical build. That said, as you go in, the Cypher does pretty well to dodge as you're practicing your strikes. Obviously, you're not going all out on them, I would imagine. And you do manage to make contact, but Cypher, you are keeping up pretty well. I'm going to say in your little duel here, at least your first little sparring session, um, Siren, you are ultimately victorious, so to speak. That is to say, you're probably landing more hits than Cypher is. And eventually, Cypher, thankfully, your constitution is pretty good, but you feel yourself break a little bit of a sweat, and you probably know it's time to step back.
Well, this was fun.
Mhm. Indeed.
All right. Siren,
Mhm.
that with that first little bit of training, opening up, it went pretty well. It's early in the day for sure, but I will mark that down as a positive toward your quest. I think it would probably do you well. You can imagine to find someone that you will go at a little bit harder to continue from here. Uh,
Mhm.
Ultimately, marshals can handle more of a beating than casters at the end of the day. But out of anyone you could have picked, Cypher was fairly decent from CHEEG's boat.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to say, as this is sort of happening, we cut across over to Delphi and Sabrina over on the other ship. As the sparring was just happening, Delphi, Sabrina was leaning over the side of the deck, sort of just watching the fight with you. She leans back. You know, I bet you could kick her ass. I mean, if you wanted to.
I mean, it's been a while since I've trained, but I'm not gonna go in there trying to kick her ass.
No, that's not what I mean. You know, I think it would be fun. I miss watching you fight.
I'm sure you do.
Yes, you catch my meaning. See, if you're not going to do it, I mean, I could always recommend Ryder, but I don't know. I like them. I really like them over there. And if we're going to be traveling together, I think it would be a lot of fun for you to build a rapport the way I've been, you know?
Right, right. Yeah,
Unless,
definitely gonna interact with them more.
well, I would signal them, but I mean, I suppose you don't really need me to stop the boat, do you?
I mean, no, but like then I've got to dry off and
I'm trying to be normal, but we both know that I mean, would anyone really hate it if you were dripping wet?
I meant like the whole like the tail stuff and then
Right, right, right. Okay, okay. Um, let's see. We watch as Sabrina is going to head up. We see Sabrina walk up, and behind the wheel on the ship, see a very large orc woman. She's got a sort of weathered purple bandana around. She has hair, a little bit of it, pretty short, that just barely sticks out. As she's holding onto it, Sabrina calls up, "Heavy! Can you drop the anchor?" And sure enough, Heavy will look over and give a big thumbs up. "Whatever you say, Captain," and is going to whistle. As this happens, we see over on one edge of the ship a tiefling with horns akin to a ram look over. They give a nod and they proceed to pull a lever. We watch as the anchor drops, and slowly but surely, CHEEG, getting the signal, I imagine would stop the boat. A plank goes across and the two ships are connected. Sabrina heads back over to you, DELPHI, after everything is set up. "All right, come on. I'm excited."
I am too.
Now, tell me, how does DELPHI challenge SIREN to this duel?
Uh, she kind of, I don't know. She kind of walks over, like, "Hey, saw you training over here.
Are you just inspired?
Sure.
Okay.
Just hand-to-hand combat, nothing, no weapons or anything?"
That is what I'm trying to get better with. But I'm up for suggestions.
I mean, hey, you're the one out here sparring, so, you
That
lead the
is
way.
true.
If we wanna do just hand-to-hand combat, I'm fine with whatever.
I think we should.
All right. Now, going to give you folks an option here. On the one hand, we can run it like before, simple athletics versus acrobatics. Maybe give it a few more checks to see how it goes. Or if you want, we can roll for initiative and see how it would go with the two of you going all out against each other. Which would you prefer?
Um,
I'm down for
I
whatever.
think.
Yeah.
I think in a situation where we're hand to hand, if we're in initiative, I'm at a significant disadvantage. So I'm gonna say roll for it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're so real. That is true. DELPHI can. I mean, sorry. I just realized out of the two of you, I mean, DELPHI can sneak attack, but then also you could hypothetically unarmed smite. But either way, yes, I think the skill checks
I
will.
was curious about that. Would a smite work on a
Yes.
interesting?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Does that change anything about your decision, or would you like to just go with the check?
I'll stick with the check for now, but that's good information to have.
It's
Absolutely.
horrifying implications for every other game you run.
Yes. I mean, I've done it before. For those of you that have seen On the Road, ALYCIA, haven't I let you use inflict wounds with smite?
Yes, you have.
It's a pretty good combo. It's a pretty good combo. Alright.
Don't let this fool you, okay? It sounds like Jegg's giving us players like these great advantages. And while that may be true, that
So she
does
can throw
mean
a
that
fucking dragon at us.
Jegg throws the craziest fucking ops at us.
She has a thing for like throwing really hard enemies at us and like powering us up.
You ask Jegg to do something crazy, and she'll be like, "Yeah, no, of course." And then you're like, "Wait a second.
Yeah, like, why are you letting me do this?
Why are you letting me do this? That's
Stop
crazy." You will face just like you will face consequences. She's not going to tell you about them, but you're gonna face consequences.
Will
You're
be
gonna.
later's problem.
I
True.
have recalculated the math, and it is, and the comment of "I bet you could kick her ass" is making me contemplate. But for now, I will stay with this.
Of course. Alright, absolutely.
You have a
For my
lot
friend
lower of a
from
chance
Moon's
of
sake.
getting.
Yeah. Alright. As
Okay, wait. So what am I rolling? Sorry, or
No,
did you not tell us yet?
no, it's all good. So it's pretty straightforward. Um, now the challenger is going to roll athletics. So in that case, this is Delphi, and then we are going to have Siren either go athletics or acrobatics. That is up to Siren.
I'm going athletics.
Very good.
Oh,
All right.
all right. Die 1 of 4 that I've dug out of my dice bag. Let's hope it doesn't fail me.
I got
It went onto the
2.
floor.
Oh,
Clover,
unfortunately.
Clover, no. Clover. Hey. Leave it alone. Sorry about that. Let me try that one more time.
You got this.
I usually roll onto plates, but I was like, no, I'll just roll onto my table. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna burn one of my lucks because I'm
Hey, no shame to burn a luck. Oh, you're thinking on it.
because one of my biggest fears is burning a luck, and then Jegg throws some crazy ass combat at us, and then it's like, oh well, I've got fuck all against this.
Hey,
Chat, what is the statistics of me rolling 2 nat 1s on 2 separate die?
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
did that just happen?
A nat 1 for initiative, and then I pick up another dice and I rolled another nat 1.
Oh God, is that why you want to use luck? Because I'm just gonna say, ultimately, Siren is going to improve either way, you know. But this might
I
help
don't want to
you.
be embarrassing in front of my girlfriend.
As you are like, I'm gonna say, I imagine Sabrina, like, oh God,
Hey,
is
wait, hold on. You know
yeah.
what? I don't actually hold on. I don't think I have to. Give me a sec. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Give me a second.
I appreciate that Benny is holding.
Can I do
Yeah.
give a reroll on myself?
Um, I'm I'm gonna say
It says give one of our players a reroll. There are no rules against this on your Twitch channel.
that is
I did
true.
use it to get out of a sticky situation with blowing once.
That is true. I did allow it. I'll tell you what. This time I will allow it. I will probably think about that in the future.
Yippee! Chat, interesting fact. I don't use my channel points for anything except evil. Not even evil. I'm using a give a reroll on a harmless combat Jegg Minecraft.
That's true. That's
All
true.
right,
It's
come
not
on,
even a
same
combat.
dice. Try again.
All right.
That's a 10.
Total.
Yes.
That's fair. That's fair. Benny, what did you get?
An 18.
All right.
Wait, do I have inspiration? How does inspiration work?
Everyone
I'm not
had
gonna use my
inspiration.
inspiration. I'm not gonna use my inspiration.
Not gonna
We're
use
gonna
your
save that.
inspiration. That's so
What
fair.
the fuck is on this plate?
Delphi. Okay. I imagine Delphi. You go in, and the thing about Delphi is, you are fast. and Siren is strong. So it's very much, for a moment, it's looking like unstoppable force meets immovable object, you know? That said, as you go in, and I want to make it clear, you are a rogue. This is very much peak sneak attack. I almost imagine as you're going into strike, you fake out and then give it another go. However, Siren very quickly proves that not only are they strong, but they are graceful. And Siren, not only are you able to dodge out of the way, but you're sort of able to spin around DELPHI. And DELPHI, for a split second as you are charging forward, you almost think you might slip. And that is when Siren, you are able to catch DELPHI.
That was good. That was really good. I liked the little trick you pulled. That's fun.
Could teach you sometime.
I don't think I can pull that off. Siren does like a little tiny shift and you can hear the armor clink. Also, and the wings go fully out. I'm
Fair
not
enough.
very subtle. Kind of by design, actually. Bit of an
I
attention
mean,
whore.
hey, I wasn't by design not supposed to be walking on two legs, so you'd be surprised what one can learn.
Mhm.
The mermaid thing.
Oh, yes, I understood. I thought it was funny. Did I not
Oh,
show that? My
Benny,
bad.
that might have been your mic, because all I heard was
No,
what
I
sounded like a questioning lit.
I I I did a hmm, but
It
yeah.
sounded questioning,
Now we get it, we
because
get it.
yeah.
But yeah.
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 Siren, I'm just canonizing Siren's also autistic because all of my characters are
Yeah, every single one. Forever.
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 What was
All
that
right.
one post of it? It's like like Dungeons and Dragons releasing their first autistic character, and it's just like, no, that's just the player.
Yeah.
If you go back and you look at any of my D&D characters, they're just different special interests and hyperfixations of mine.
Mhm.
Horse is a goddamn bear. He's literally just a bear. I said I
Boing
want to
is
be a
a
bear.
Build-A-Bear from.
Boing is a Build-A-Bear frog. Well, Boing has a lot more to do with my struggle with disability, but
That's
Yeah.
sure,
fair.
I can find a. Oh,
I
what
just
am I talking about? Crafting.
right.
I just gave Boing the like mechanic version of crafting.
God.
Literally the attitude of I don't know how to do this, but I've done something almost similar before, so it can't be that hard.
True. Oh, by the way, does Siren put DELPHI down?
Oh yeah.
For sure, for sure.
I help you back onto your feet. When I was doing the like that was a cool trick.
Yeah.
I like shaking hands and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mhm.
All right. Very nice, very nice. As Cypher's potion of Dragon's Breath is fermenting, and DELPHI and Siren, the two of you take a little bit of time to train after Siren had gotten some sparring done with Cypher. Things are looking pretty good. I am just going to ask who here would like to roll to see what the weather is like today. Now, I will say, this is going to be rolling a d6, and so I have it marked. There's a percentile chance that this goes really well, and there's a percentile chance that this goes really poorly. And I'm not going to say how likely it is, but I will say it's a d6.
Somebody else roll it. If I roll it, I fear my dice have bad karma. If I
Do you
look
want
at
me
another
to roll
dice, I'm
it?
getting a nat one.
Okay, very well. Or it could also be the fact that you rolled all of the bad rolls out in one go.
True.
I rolled a
That's a
101
6.
and a 4. Ooh. Sorry, didn't mean to talk over people.
No, hey,
Hey, no worries.
with a 6.
You wanted us to roll a d6, right?
Yeah, and you rolled a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Cypher, it is... I imagine you're probably in CHEEG's lab while this is happening. And DELPHI and SIREN, meanwhile, you are up on the deck. As that is taking place, and as you are sparring and getting the time in, we watch as slowly but surely gray clouds come overhead. And those gray clouds, they shift. And furthermore, they gradually develop this black color. Thankfully, anchors had been thrown down somewhat recently, just to give the extra stability when the transition was happening from one ship over to the other. And sure enough, they are dropped again. The two of you hear from the other ship, Heavy, call out. Everyone get below deck! It's gonna be a bad one! And sure enough, you hear thunder begin to rumble. And you see lightning. Ever brief, but off in the distance of this ever-growing storm. Six was the worst option. Anyway.
Damn.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. We're going to see, guys. What would you like to do to prepare for the storm?
I guess start tying stuff down.
Yeah, absolutely. Cypher, you're very fortunate as this is happening. All of your stuff is sort of set up inside, so you don't have to worry about going up to grab anything. I'm going to say, if you would like to make sure that nothing happens with your potion to keep it safe, feel free to make me a check with advantage. I would imagine this would just be a pretty general dexterity check. It's just, tying the stuff down.
All right.
And you're going to have advantage on that once again. So, yeah, take the higher number.
Oh, nat 20. Let's leave it at that.
Lovely. Cypher, I'm going to say with a natural 20, not only is everything very stable, but as you're getting a good look, I think you're able to tie a little bit more down. Your supplies and everything, you find plenty of time to do that. So there is a little bit of a storage locker that you're able to get all the dragon parts in, separating them so nothing happens. You're not going to have to worry about any breakage during the storm. You don't need to worry about any of your chemicals getting mixed. You are set, absolutely. Yeah. Lovely. All right. What about you two?
I don't really know. As Benny, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
So I'm just following the lead.
absolutely. Okay, Draw, what does DELPHI do?
DELPHI is helping the crew with getting everything tied down under deck. Part of me wants to say DELPHI, after everything's like settled on board, gets into the water, because realistically, the fuck's gonna happen to her in the water?
Absolutely. All right.
Everything good? Good. See ya. Okay, that's not in character, obviously, but
No, absolutely. You get everything set. Your crew's dealt with bad storms before, and anchors are down. Everyone heads below deck. Over on Sabrina's ship, Sabrina, Heavy, and Ryder head below once everything is stable. In the meantime, CHEEG has everything set, and the rest of you are under the deck. DELPHI, as you go into the water, would you do me a favor and roll a quick survival or perception check?
terrifying. Well, you said survival or perception.
That's right. You are open to whichever.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you that perception check.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Come on, don't make me put another dice in dice jail.
Damn.
Okay. That's 19.
Hey, very nicely done. All right, as you manage to roll a 19, Delphi, you hop into the water, and sure enough, we see you transform immediately. As your tail forms and your pants sort of seem to disappear, becoming one with your skin, you see underneath here, there are plenty of fish heading off. It seems that lightning, where it has struck the water off in the distance, you can see your underwater night vision. Some fish has been fried, unfortunately. It happens on occasion. The boats seem to be stable. Both of the anchors are doing quite well in this moment.
Is there anything I can do to make sure they do well and continue to do well?
Absolutely. If you would like to, if you're worried about the storm kicking up, because it does look like it's going to get quite bad, down at the bottom, I'm going to say you see where the anchors are. Now, if you would like to, you could probably take steps to bury them a bit more. That said, if you end up needing to get out of here, then the issue becomes, okay, you've got to get the
Dig
anchor
them out.
unstuck. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, honestly, what you're doing right now, not the worst thing. I think there have been situations before where you've gone below deck just in case. Depending on how the storm shakes out, this is probably for the best. Just you being here and monitoring. Plus, you can breathe underwater. You were going to need to be here anyway for the long rest. It's just unfortunate circumstance. Oh, it had a Caleb Tiefling appearance.
World may never know.
The world may never know. But yeah, I'm going to say with a 19, you just recognize this is the calm before the storm gets bad. You staying where you are is probably for the best of the party.
Mhm.
Lovely. All right. With that, as everyone is prepared, rain begins to come down hard on the boats. They are thrashing back and forth in the water. It is quite the time. And inside, while you folks do have everything tied down for the moment, it's definitely not the most comfortable position. Hopefully it'll pass, but it's certainly looking like this is going to be an overnight sort of thing. And unfortunately, that is going to mean what was hopefully going to be a day of travel is at least going to be 2, which was not unexpected. On the bright side, you packed plenty of food, and you'll be able to wait it out. So, this is fun. A little bit like what you guys did during the day, I'm going to ask you folks what you are doing for the long rest. Cypher, this is actually probably for the best for you, if only because you're trying to develop a night vision potion. And I mean, when it's pitch black outside, you'll definitely know if the potion works or if it doesn't.
Fingers crossed. If I can get something similar to Devil's Sight in a potion bottle, let's let thing go.
That'd be very good. Now, here is the thing, Cypher. You know that with the supplies you have, it is possible to use parts of the eye, and there is a chance that you will be able to develop this dark vision potion. However, what is a bit more realistic might be that, well, there is another ingredient that would be better suited for this.
Mm-hmm.
To be a bit more specific, there is a fish, a special type of fish that is known for its eyes being especially acclimated to the deeper, darker parts of the ocean. It does not often come up to the point that someone could just cast a line and snag it, except during thunderstorms. You could have a much higher likelihood of developing this potion, and potentially a lot of it if you catch a large enough fish. However, that would mean going outside and risking yourself, so to speak.
I don't know if I like these people that much.
You're so real.
Whoa, you need a fish that lives in deep waters? Crazy.
I will say, Cypher,
You're in the water right now. I can't ask that of you.
Why not?
What am I gonna do? Go over to board? Hello down there.
I mean,
That's
much
r-
safer than you
Can
trying
you
to
get
fish
me
in
a
a
very
thunderstorm.
specific fish?
Much safer than you trying to fish in a thunderstorm.
Lovely.
I thought about it, which was why I was like, Dragon Eye that I already have, which has a lesser success rate.
Ask the mermaid to go fishing.
So I asked the mermaid, who is in the water, deep in the water already, nice and safe. You know what? Worth a shot. Worst case scenario, they don't hear me and I just go back.
Absolutely. All right, Cypher, it is a thunderstorm and Delphi is already below. So, as you're sort of
I always
poking...
tie myself up before I go out onto the deck.
Yeah, absolutely. You get some rope and fasten it to yourself so you won't be blown away by the storm. You manage to poke out, sort of sneaking from the others so they don't stop you. And I'm going to say you go over to the side of the ship and you can just barely see, because of your already incredible dark vision, you see the vibrant blue of Delphi deep below the water. What do you say as you attempt to shout out to them? Oh, is everyone alive?
Well, that's not going to be a very good way to get Delphi's attention.
No. Is Alicia dead? Or am I dead?
I think it's Alicia.
Okay, good, good. Sorry, everything was just so quiet for a moment and I was worried something was cutting
Right
out.
in the middle of that.
Huh?
You're so good. You're so good. I was just asking, basically, you step out in the middle of this storm. You can see with your dark vision that you already have. It's excellent. You can see the blue that makes up Delphi's hair deep below the water. What do you call out to attempt to reach them?
If you have a moment, Miss Delphi,
Could you?
perhaps maybe try to get what is the name of that fish again? Oh dear. Deep sea fish.
Lovely.
The one with the blue shiny thing. And the other thing.
Okay, wonderful. Delphi, with your excellent hearing as a siren, you hear Cypher's request high above you. And you know the fish that they are requesting is called a nyxfin. Now, a nyxfin, Nyxfin for those of you at home, is known for its phenomenal undersea vision. And it does have these gorgeous blue eyes that sparkle like sapphires. And I'm going to say, if you are willing to give this an attempt, it would be a survival check to catch the fish.
Yeah, we'll give it a try.
Absolutely. You are a mermaid, so make that roll with advantage.
Slay!
Slay.
Thank God for advantage. I just rolled a 2.
Oh God.
Okay, I am so sorry.
What did
That's a 7.
All right.
Goodness.
Now you rolled a
I'm
7. Now I will say,
Dice do not like me.
aw,
Not another dice in dice jail.
evil. Would you like to burn your inspiration, or would you like to leave it at a 7? Because I will say, you have 3 uses of lucky, and you have an inspiration, if you'd like to use it.
And I have my coin toss, don't I?
And
No, that didn't refill. That no, yes,
It-
that did.
It's a new day, you're right.
Okay, you know what? We'll burn a lucky.
Absolutely.
All right, 3 dice in jail, 2 more. Come on. Come on.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, let's go.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
night vision.
Is it that bad?
Fucking 3.
Okay.
Oh no.
You burning the inspiration or no?
What's the inspiration is +1 to you? Is that gonna do enough? That's
Babe,
a 6 with that
I-
3.
An inspiration lets you re-roll. It's a heroic
An
inspiration.
inspiration lets me re-roll.
Yeah, babe. Have you been
Okay.
using inspiration as like as a bonus?
Yeah.
No, it's a
No.
re-roll. You get to roll another
Okay.
d20. Yeah, all good.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Wild. All good. God.
Come on. Okay, that's so much better. That's a 15.
That's
Woo!
success. Delphi, you are looking. And I mean, you are looking. As you're going back and forth, it's like you hear rumbling up above, and every so often you're getting ready to go, and you have to stop yourself because you know inherently where thunder and lightning are about to go after you.
Mhm.
Eventually, you see coming up toward the surface that familiar little fish. You snag it with clawed hands, not even intending to be so quick with it, but just knowing that after so many attempts, this is your shot. As you hold it in your hand, I imagine you'd be somewhat exhausted. However, looking at it, this is a Nyx fin. You have been successful.
Yippee!
Lovely. How do you bring it up to Cypher?
So you just see a dot of light blue. And it just slowly gets bigger and bigger until Delphi pops her head out of the water with this fish above her head. It's just like, you good at catch?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you
All right,
so
heads
much,
up,
Miss
he chucks it at you.
Cypher, athletics or acrobatics? Up to you.
Do acrobatics. Okay, it's a 23.
With a 23, Cypher, you manage to nab it, having to use both hands and take a step back. As you hold it in your arms, it flops for a moment, flops, and then thankfully for you, it seems that because of Delphi's claws when she was catching it, it was already on the way out, and the
That
lifeless
pressure change absolutely just fucking killed that thing.
between being between 10 little stab wounds and being just thrown and the pressure change, thankfully the Nyx fin is deceased and you are able to go back down below.
Thank you, Miss Delphi, and now I can make night vision potions.
No problem. I'd like to imagine you can kind of hear Delphi like kind of pop her ears before diving back into the water.
I love her
And
so much.
Cypher will just waddle back in to the lab.
Absolutely. Cypher, you are going to make this check with advantage, and this will be your potion for the long rest, so I'm very excited for you.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
All right. That is going to be a 19.
A 19 is another success. With a 19,
Fantastic.
lovely. You see this blue, slightly black liquid. It's almost like a gradient. And as you set it to ferment overnight, you check back, and this fish was massive. So thanks to DELPHI's attempts, you know that you have enough of the Nyx fin left over that you could spend any long rest. Hypothetically, you could make 4 more of these potions. So
How potent are these potions? Are they like 60 feet? 160 feet?
I'm going to say this, and here, let me pull it up. Because a lot of these abilities, we are using spells as a base, right? So this
Mhm.
gives anyone, I'm going to say, a creature without dark vision will have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. A creature with dark
Mhm.
vision will have the range of their dark vision doubled.
Okay. Because I think I have the furthest dark vision in the party.
Yes, this would be
So
absolutely
I'm
insane.
looking for
Yeah.
ways to
Yeah,
basically extend the other party members' dark vision as well.
absolutely. I'm going to say this is your first time with this. So at least in the meantime, you know that, say someone like DELPHI who has dark vision, that would be doubled. That'd be fantastic. Someone without it, say SQUO'MO, 60 feet. But if you want to make it more potent, that is something you can absolutely do in the future. I'm going to say this is great. You have 2 new recipes now handy that you can craft at any time. And
Fantastic.
lovely. Also, and just
I
to
will
get,
label this one as a dark vision users only.
yes, real, real. All right. I love this, by the way. All right, nice, nice. As you are spending that long rest fermenting this potion, I'm going to say, Siren, are you back? Okay, cool. DELPHI.
Damn. There's like 2 of us. There's like 2 of us here right now.
It's good, it's good.
Oh,
Hey.
Miss Delphi, can you get me another fish?
Damn, you're not gonna let her sleep?
We just sort of see Cypher. If you did poke your head out, we see bubbles come up, and we just hear, "Tell me, draw. Is DELPHI a honk shoe or a honk me 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 me?"
Honk shoe.
Honk shoe. You see you hear as the bubbles pop as they come above the water, just honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe.
Oh, right. That is a thing. That must be done. Sleeping. Mhm. I'll get right on that.
Lovely.
Hmm.
As this happens, I'm just going to say, DELPHI, does that mean you just want to honk shoe for the long rest, or was there anything else that maybe you did before bed?
Uh,
You're so real if you just want DELPHI to sleep.
yeah. Sorry, I can't think of anything.
Oh, don't be sorry. I mean, you just participated in something pretty major, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. No, you did good, for sure. All right. As you sort of take the time to let your body rest, and all of you participate in this long rest. When the morning eventually comes, it is a little bit brighter outside. Clouds have come and gone, and from what you can tell, the ships were not badly damaged by the storm. As you come up for the morning, DELPHI, you see, I would imagine that Sabrina at one point commissioned Heavy to make, it's almost like a little seat that can come up and down, pulled by rope, for you to just hop on to come back on the ship. And as you come up, you see it sitting there for you. There is a little mug of coffee, and from the looks of it, a little plate of breakfast. You see Sabrina up above, leaning over, half asleep. It's clear that she got out here a while ago and has just been waiting for you to come back to the ship for the morning. Do you hop on and head up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to come up with a cute nickname for Sabrina. Not happening.
Aw, it's okay.
Chat, I don't know where my brain power went today.
It's okay.
It went to getting my fish.
Lovely, lovely.
I love the implication that that Delphi out loud went chat.
Chat. God, okay. As you are pulled up, I imagine it's sort of set to a pulley. It's pretty straightforward. You come up and Sabrina smiles at you, a little sleepy. There you go. And she just sort of reaches out and kind of holds your hand.
I appreciate the little pulley system.
Oh yeah, I you worked hard enough. Thank you for keeping the ship safe.
Of course. I mean, hey, that's why I'm here, isn't it?
Mhm.
Aside from being your girlfriend, but that's why I'm part of the crew.
True. True. She smiles, and suddenly we see stepping up behind the two of you, Heavy. All right, you two love birds or love fish. I have got to see a man about a horse, or a goblin about a boat. We didn't really have a chance yesterday with the storm coming in, but what'd you say their name was? Sparkjorker?
I think their first name's CHEEG?
CHEEG. CHEEG.
Gobbling these nuts.
Well, CHEEG's got quite the ship, and if I don't try to get them to divulge a little bit of their, I don't know, their blueprints, their schematics to me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need it. Imagine. They are never at the wheel, and I mean, we have our tricks, I'm going to say there's a little bit of a clap, and immediately you feel it as Heavy connects to the ship. As an artificer, her arcana is able to sync up to the engine. And there's this sort of, it's not a purple glow you can see, but you can feel it. And you know the boat is coming to life. We've got that, well, the engine that we salvaged, but I don't know. I gotta know. I gotta know how they do it. You'll be fine without me, right, you two? You're capable.
Yeah, we should be.
Do what you've got to do. It's okay. Good, good. Oh, don't let Ryder fall asleep in the crow's nest. Look up, and sure enough, we see the younger tiefling with a spyglass in hand, looking out and about. Heavy is going to take the time to head over to the other ship. And before long, we watch as the planks
Do
are
they
taken.
come into the laboratory?
You know what? I'm going to say because they're looking for CHEEG, possibly. Yeah, sure. They're going to sort of knock, knock, knock on
Did
the
we get a
staircase.
heads up that this person is coming?
I imagine they're probably going to call, hello. Uh, this is Heavy from the other boat, the resident artificer, and they poke their head down She has sort of knocked on the stairs. She's an orc, so her arms are pretty massive, and the wall shakes a little bit as she knocks, and she steps down.
Kind of imagine that is takes Cypher by surprise because they weren't expecting anybody to just enter into the lab. So they're like armed with a newspaper or something.
Oh. You wouldn't happen to be a CHEEG spark jorker, would you?
No, no, I am not.
Mm.
How can we help you?
Ah. And she is going to step over very confidently and extend a hand.
Still
Heavy.
gripping on paper, they look at it and then look back up.
Oh, it's okay, kiddo. I'm heavy. Well, yes, heavy. Like heavy weapons.
Ah, are you one of Delphi's friends?
Yes, yes. Oh, you know. And Sabrina and Ryder, all of them over there.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself yesterday. We were pretty busy.
oh, no worries. I was tucked away, quite comfortable in the lab.
Yes, I can see that. Oh, do you fancy yourself an alchemist?
Yes, something like that.
Oh, I love alchemy. Not really my thing, but very nice. What you cooking?
Oh, well, those are some night vision potions that are over there on the map there. I noticed that a lot of the people in our group do not have the best eyesight in the dark. So, I thought I would make some stuff to rectify that.
Oh, I see. And you watch as she, without so much as another word, sort of steps over. Uh, hmm. You know, you could probably. No, I mean, I don't want to butt into your business. But if you ask me, you know what I think?
Speak your mind. Please feel free.
Well, the lab you've got set up here, it's clear that it's more for a tinkering type than a potion crafter. If I could
Well,
upgrade your brewing stand, you could probably work on a few more projects at once.
Ooh, that would be quite helpful, but I would need permission from CHEEG.
Oh,
This
well,
is his domain.
of course, I've got to meet him. Well, I'll tell you what. Whenever he's out and about, we can check in again. But why don't I head over to my ship and I get something together? And if he accepts, I can bring it over.
Sure. I see no harm in that.
Great. All right. And she extends a hand. What was your name, by the way?
CYPHER. CYPHER Dreamer.
CYPHER. Like I said, you can call me Heavy.
Nice to meet you, Heavy.
The two of you shake hands, and she's going to head up and then back toward the other ship. And if all goes according to plan, CYPHER, you might be able to upgrade from 1 potion per long rest to 2 potions per long rest before long. Would be pretty solid.
Sounds fun, sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. SIREN, was there anything you would like to do on this fine day? You did pretty well yesterday with your sparring, making some significant progress. At the very least, you know how to land a few hits, and you know how to dodge. You haven't quite gone into an all-out fight yet, but you got the basics.
Honestly, I don't have much in mind other than rinse and repeat if anyone's willing.
Absolutely. Let's see. It is quickly
Did you need another sparring partner, Siren?
Are you interested?
I suppose so. I've got some more potions on the bit, so it's going to take a minute.
Well then.
All right. Once again, we can do this athletics versus acrobatics. And I suppose this time, since Cypher is offering, we can have Cypher do the athletics and then Siren do athletics or acrobatics. Or, like I said, if you ever want to try it as a full fight, we can do that. But I think for our purposes, skill checks might be best for this one.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Mm.
That is simply to say, you are welcome to do either. I am unsure of how you would fare, Cypher, knowing what your strength modifier
I'm
is. Yeah.
not strong. No.
No.
Do you want to do a
I'm more of
full
a dex
combat?
fighter.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you want to try a full combat?
Sure, if you want to.
all right.
I could be interested.
Lovely. All right, then. It is very quickly known that you are going to go a little bit more all out for this one. And I imagine between the two ships, while there aren't too many of you, everyone is made aware and everyone is interested in watching. We see Ryder up above in their crow's nest, and they are staring right at the deck of CHEEG's ship. Heavy is outside. She is working on a new brewing stand, but she's watching every now and again. DELPHI, do you and Sabrina watch from your ship, or do you want to go into CHEEG's ship to see up close?
I think we go on to Cheek's ship. I'd like to think that Delphi takes a while in the mornings when she spends the night in the ocean to actually adapt her eyes to genuine sunlight. So
Absolutely.
she's got to get up close.
Yeah,
Baby
for
girl
sure.
can't see.
We'll love. All right. Cypher and Siren, as you get together, as I said, everyone is watching you. Everyone is intrigued to see what's going to happen today. Now, Siren, for your purposes, if you lock in with just your unarmed strikes for this fight, that is to say, no sword, no trident, no bow or anything like that, you will succeed in the next leg of your training.
Mm-hmm.
Cypher. Oh, yes.
Hmm?
Sorry, Benny.
Oh no, I was just saying I am going in for that.
Nice. Cypher, you are technically not limited by the unarmed strike rule. If you want to be sportsman-like, you can. But ultimately, Siren is working on their unarmed combat. That sound
That's
good to
fair. Okay.
Yeah.
I think to give them the best shot, I'll use a conjured, like a magic blade. Because that does no lethal damage, no anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jegg Minecraft, can I ask a crack-filled question?
Yes, of course. I love crack. What? Please continue.
Is there some kind of role or some kind of something I could offer to try to use my channel divinity sacred weapons on my fists?
I'm just going to allow you to do it.
Okay.
Lovely. All right. Now, assuming that everyone is okay with this, because it's pretty rad, Channel Divinity's sacred weapon is used on Siren's fist. So now, for all intents and purposes, Siren is adding charisma to their attack rolls. And their fists are glowing, color of your choice.
Is that how it works? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. It's a
Because
plus.
on the thing, it just automatically adds the modifier.
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting.
So usually you would just have a +6 to your unarmed strikes, but for this combat, you are going to have a +5. Right? So that's going to be a +11 total.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, does it not add?
No. That would suck.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn my channel divinity to hit less.
To hit less, guys. Wonderful. Ooh, let's see. All right. CHEEG, the previous day, your first day on the water,
Mm-hmm.
things went pretty well until there was a really bad thunderstorm. You guys had to drop anchor for the night, and so you realized it was going to take you 2 days, not 1 day, to make it to Verdisia. The next day, when you get up, you find that Siren and CYPHER are about to duel on your deck.
Awesome.
Nice. All right. As the two of you are locking in, are you ready to roll for initiative?
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Let's go!
You should let us in on the ship.
I should let you in on the ship view,
The ship.
on the sh-
Yeah.
on
At
the
least.
ship on the ship view
least-
that I was trying to set up and couldn't set up successfully before
Oh.
stream. Yeah.
I didn't hear the couldn't set it up successfully part.
All good. All good.
Lame.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
How could you? Bad
I-
DM.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's gonna be a 21 to start
Lovely.
It's a
for
5.
initiative.
Amazing.
It's a 5 for initiative.
All right. For all intensive purposes, do we want to say that you guys open up the combat 30 feet apart?
Sure.
We can do closer. It's
You
whatever you guys
really
prefer.
want to?
Well,
I mean,
no,
I
if you
don't
guys...
think it has much of an effect either way.
No, absolutely.
Mhm.
If you just want to be side by side, like right next to each other when we start, that's fine. I just figured it won't matter either way. All right. ALYCIA, you are first in initiative. Where is CYPHER standing relative to SIREN? It's up to you.
I imagine they started the duel like either like 10 feet apart if
Right.
they wanted the rules to be 30 feet apart. Cool.
Nah, 10 feet sounds good to me. All right. CYPHER, you open up 10 feet apart. On your setup round that you had, you managed to get your magic weapon ready. What does that look like?
It is called a shadow blade. So for the sake of purposes for this, it's non-lethal. So it kind of just feels like pins and needles when it hits you rather than actual slashing.
Lovely. All right.
As they are not trying to hurt anybody.
I think
but
that's...
They
Yeah.
also want to give Siren a decent fight.
All right.
So that is what they're going to attack.
Beautiful. All right. Now, it is a darker morning. So for all intents and purposes, because it is dim outside, it's not a bright day, you are going to get the advantage with that attack. As per the rules of the spell.
Fantastic. That is going to be a 25 to hit.
Wonderful. A 25 is going to beat your AC, Siren, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful. CYPHER, you managed to come up real close with the blade, and it is effortless as you are swinging it in your hand. You make contact, and we hear that little clink with Siren's invisible armor. Roll for damage.
Okie doke. Alright, that will be a 11 points of damage.
Wonderful.
All right.
All right, you do 11 points of damage. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Beautiful. As CYPHER comes in, you feel that pinned and needle sensation, and you take, I believe that's 11 points of psychic damage specifically.
Real.
On your turn, Siren, got your fists up and you're ready to go. What would you like to do?
I would like to attack. Also, because I'm not trying to hurt you. Most of these will be more like tackles and like what's it called? When you're trying to disarm someone or incapacitate them.
Yeah, you're like grappling or
Grappling, that's the word.
beautiful. No, I think that makes sense. Flavor-wise,
Mm-hmm.
I very much imagine Siren, uh, a gentle giant. Like, you know that Siren could fuck you up, but that's not what they want. All right. Feel free to roll to hit when you're ready.
All right. That is math. 23.
A 23 is a success. Nice.
That's it. I'm gonna add a smite to this
Beautiful.
because you
Absolutely.
said earlier you would allow me to,
That is correct. I did give you full permission to smite with your unarmed strikes.
and my unarmed strike does just 5 damage on its own.
That's right. Basic 5.
So then on top of that, I am adding 3 damage. Ooh yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, you rolled 2d8 and you got 3?
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Just want to double check. All right, very
Mm-hmm.
good, very good.
So 8 damage in total.
Lovely. All right. You managed to get up and close, Cypher, and very quickly, Siren. It's not a bop at all, but Siren does sort of put some space between the two of you. With that, those of you watching on the outside, it's very interesting because Cypher's blade is darkness incarnate, and each of Siren's strikes are bright and radiant. I'm going to say you get some cheers as you go in for the counterattack, Siren, even if it is ultimately defensive. With that, Cypher, it is your turn in initiative.
Okay, time to take it a little bit more seriously. We're gonna add a buff to my sword.
Let's go.
And that is going to be Great Flame Blade.
Oh, I love that. I love that. All right. As you are holding onto the sword, I just have to ask, is it in fact green fire, or would you like to reflavor that?
I kind of imagine it's just adds to the shadowy texture that's already on the sword.
Absolutely. We watch as the shadows grow. And Siren, despite the fact that it is middle of the day, at least from your perspective, it's almost as if the sun itself is beginning to blot out. All right, go in for that attack, ALYCIA. Very nice. And remember, you still have advantage because it is dim outside.
Oh, yeah. All right, that one is going to be a 21 to hit.
Beautiful. A 21 hits, right, Siren?
Yes, a 21.
Yes. I'll stop asking in the future. I keep forgetting that you guys don't have shield. That's on me. Very good. All right. Feel free to roll your damage.
All right. Okay, with the green flame, that's going to be... That will be 16 points of damage.
All right.
Lovely, lovely. Ooh. So just a quick thing as I'm double checking the cantrip. It looks like for green flame, the way it works, at least at this level, it increases at 5th level. The flame erupts to a different target of your choice within 5 feet of it. That said, it looks like at 5th level, it does the extra 1d8 fire damage to the target. For all intents and purposes,
I misunderstood that then.
that's all good though.
I thought
We'll
if you
just.
cast it at higher level, it does the damage.
You're so
That's why I
real.
We
picked it up.
can
I'm
flavor it as for now,
Yeah.
leaving the damage as it was, and it just like hit my wing or something.
No, absolutely. Moving forward, we'll fix it. But I'm gonna say for this attack, that was really fun, and I don't want to take that away from you. So we go in
Okay.
and Cypher, you give it your best shot, and it does, sure enough, manage to hit Siren's wing. Siren, you can take it. You have the constitution for this. But
Mhm.
we do see it affects you a little bit more, and you almost have to step back in this moment.
Mhm.
They're giving you a lot, so you know you're going to have to give them a whole lot more to win this. It is now your turn.
For sure. I am going to go in. Remember me, Jegg, if I'm doing an action surge, giving myself 2 attacks, and if I am smiting on that, both of those will have to have 2 separate, whatchamacallem.
Yeah, you'll have to burn
2
a separate smite for both. That's right.
Okay,
Lovely.
that is
Can
A-okay.
you let us do smite back to back?
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm not going to do the 2024 rules where you can only smite once per turn. I don't think that's fun. So yeah, you got this.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
That hits.
And the other one is a 30.
A
So I
30?
think that's good. If I'm doing the 11 plus 19 is a 30, right?
No, that's correct. That's amazing.
Okay. Cool.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right.
Sick.
Lovely. So before you roll any smites, that is a base of 10 damage done to CYPHER. That's right?
Mhm.
Lovely. All right. Feel free to smite as you please. We've already established this is non-lethal.
What's that? That's 24 on the smite.
All right. Is CYPHER still standing?
Nope, Cypher's down.
Lovely. Rather than CYPHER falling apart, I'm just going to say CYPHER, with that damage, I think we would just flavor this as you auto-dropping the concentration on your blade, and you sort of take a knee, taking a quick breath. I'm going to say over on the other ship, you hear some applause.
That was that was delightful.
Still getting used to the whole finger thing.
Siren's like looking at their hands like I didn't know I could apply that to these, like obviously weapons, but weapons are more malleable than hands normally are.
Well, glad I could be of assistance.
Yeah, you doing all right? You need anything?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I got water if anyone needs.
Oh, Jake, you're up. I
Yep.
believe the artificer from the other boat, Heavy, was looking for you. They wanted to pick your brain about a couple things.
Gotcha. I can spend some time on that.
Lovely. As this is taking place, Siren, you help CYPHER up, and CHEEG, you offer water to those who sparred. So, I know we started a little bit later today, and Ben just got back. Would we like to take our break now, or would we like to wait a little bit? Because,
I'd be down for a break.
cool.
Either way, good.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
fine for whatever.
Cool. All right, folks at home, we're going to take a quick break. I think we're probably going to start with Ben when we get back, since Ben, you didn't have a turn for those first few sort of rounds of activity that we were doing. And yeah, very nice. I'm going to say, Siren, after these 2 days of really working, you're almost there with the unarmed fighting style. Because, I mean, I'm having fun, and I think you're investing a lot of work into it, so that's cool. Let's see. All right, guys. Hey, those of you at home, we are going to be back. Let's see. It's 10:11, which is an odd time. Gang, do we think like 10:25, or should I just push it and say we'll be back by 10:30?
Knowing us, I think we should say we'll be back by 10:30.
Lovely.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everyone at home, thank you so much for your patience. We can't wait to play some more, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in 20. Hello, everyone. We are back. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, Guys, it's
Oh.
CHEEG!
Yo.
Yo!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh!
Who up's working their jerk?
Who up? Sparking their jerk indeed. As we return, we're going to establish exactly that. As CHEEG, you were fairly busy. Yes.
Mhm.
Yesterday, of course, you got the ship's maintenance done, as you tend to do. But during your free time before and during the storm, you were working on a bit of a new project. CHEEG, you're one to see a need and, well, solve problems. And as we established a little bit in DMs, you are working on, well, why don't you describe it for the crew?
It is going to be an illusion-based holographic firing range for any of your spell slinging or firearm or just general ranged weapon needs.
Mm-hmm. Should be a lot of fun. CHEEG, while we were on break, rolled. That was an 18, and was it a 21?
22.
22, even better. So CHEEG, you were extremely successful. Not only finding enough time to get everything tied down, but also get to work building this. You have more than a rudimentary understanding of illusion magic. You're good at what you do. And essentially, what you have developed will allow those attempting to use the firing range to step on the illusionary target's form. And it works fairly decently. Now, making it a little bit more realistic, a little more immersive, is probably the next goal. But
Mhm.
at the very least, the platform itself is ready. As you are about to get to work on your third check, we see someone come over from the other ship on the plank. A large orcish woman with goggles and a weathered purple bandana comes forward and extends a hand to you.
Howdy.
Howdy. CHEEG Spark Jorker, is that right?
Yep.
You, my friend, are a busy individual. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Heavy. Heavy weapons.
Nice to meet you too.
She shakes her hand.
Yeah, Jegg.
I have to say, this is the most impressive ship I've seen in my time. Something else.
Thanks.
Of course, of course. I'm not sure how much you've heard, but we have a pretty unique situation, at least below deck over there. That said, I've never seen another ship where well, a captain or a pilot didn't need to be behind the wheel at all times. I was thinking maybe I share my secrets, you share yours. I've got a bit more than that to offer if you'd like. I was talking to that alchemist of yours. I'd be interested in helping upgrade that. Well, I'm not sure what you call it, but your below deck lab situation.
Upgrade. It's fine. I like it how it is. It's fine.
Well, it's whatever you want, but specifically the brewing stand. I've got the supplies to increase the capacity, and your friend seemed interested. I'd be more than happy to do it.
Sure. Follow me.
Okay.
And I will take them into the engine room.
Absolutely. She heads into the engine room, and what are we seeing here, CHEEG?
There is a console where all three of the orbs are plopped into, with a sort of holographic screen. where you can kind of just see each of them. Um, and as I walk in, you probably just hear them go off and I have them. Sorry, I need to check my languages because I don't remember what I gave them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's look into. Ah, that is that is what I took for CHEEG. They're speaking primordial.
Beautiful, beautiful. As they are working and talking to each other, these three little orbs. Heavy smiles and nods, sort of hand stroking her chin. Ah, yeah.
So these guys pretty much the blue one there controls the sails. Red is for weapons, and yellow is for just keeps us on course. Rudder, any help that blue one will need. Their red one's name is Glam, blue one is Stingray, and the yellow one is Mary Sue.
Very nice. Very nice. It's always good to see someone who takes the time and invests not just hard work, but love into their inventions. This engine.
The point of making something if you're not gonna,
I do.
use it to the best of its ability and love it, care for it.
You remind me of someone. Well, first things first. It's fantastic. And I appreciate you for sharing this with me. All right. I'll tell you what. If you want to head on over to our ship, I'd be happy to return the favor now.
All right.
You make your way
I
over.
will
Yeah.
I'll say bye to the three in Primordial.
You say goodbye, and they all wave at you. For those of us who do not speak Primordial, it's like... It sounds like waves crashing, like wind blowing, like fire crackling, but also in these high-pitched little robot voices. You are led back to the other ship, CHEEG, and Heavy takes you below deck. We find the engine room, and immediately it feels alien to you. Draw, would you please describe the engine?
Oh God, you think I know what an engine? Oh fuck, man. Hold on. What was the last Star Scraper? I don't know. I don't know how to describe an engine, Jegg Minecraft, and I don't think we're gonna sit here for the 10 minutes it's gonna take me to look up the exact make and model of what the Star Scraper was.
I'll just go for it. You see this platinum metallic substance. As you look at it, it shimmers almost like a liquid in solid form. There are bright lights coming off of this thing in purple and blue hues. And the whole thing almost sparkles like starlight. She puts a hand on it, and immediately her hand glows with not just an arcane energy, but her arcane energy. This worn purple color. She looks toward you, and for a moment her eyes are glowing until she lets go of the thing. There
Hmm.
was... Yeah, he's right. A few months ago, there was a crash, middle of the night. Well, we thought it was a shooting star. I'm not an astronomer, but when it fell, you could just tell it was something special. So we took the ship out, and over the next few days, DELPHI dove down, and bit by bit, we managed to bring chunks of this ship up. Whatever hadn't melted, anyway. All you could read on it was the word star, but it's clear it was from another world. I only pretend to fully understand it, but this engine, it allows you to power an entire ship with just your own magical essence. It's amazing, and it doesn't take anything from you. First, we were worried that maybe it would have negative effects, but no, it just creates... It establishes a connection.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's actually very similar in my system.
Who knows? You know? Maybe somewhere
Well,
out in...
initially, I wanted to create a ship that was powered by one's magical power because hiring a crew is expensive, especially and also dealing with more dangerous situations adventurers get up to. I didn't want to put people at risk. So I wanted to build something that would basically run on one's connection with mana. However, I'm not the best at magic itself. Work with it. I can cast very rudimentary stuff, but in terms of actually putting it into practice, I'm not the best. But so instead, I created those three in there to be sort of beings almost like mechanical elementals. But something weird happened and they sort of they have their own consciousness. So I think my system is the same thing as yours, it's just that they're steering it, not me.
That is incredibly intriguing, Cheek Sparkjorker. I didn't build this. I managed to hook it up to our ship somehow, but you sound like the type of person that actually could build this kind of engine. Something
It fell out of the sky.
fell out of the sky. It's not from this world. Are you sure you are? I'm kidding, of course, but
Born and raised.
yeah,
Born and raised Lagunian.
fair enough, fair enough. Well, here's my secret, Sparkjorker. This right here, this was the primary engine. Whoever built this thing, I mean the ship that we pulled it from, they had a secondary. It was more badly damaged, but I still have it. I don't know how it would interact with your technology, but if you want to take it, by all means, you're welcome.
Hmm. At the very least, I'd love to see how it's put together.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm down.
All right. She's going to take out a set of keys and hand it to you. I had it locked up pretty tight. Next time we dock, we can, haul it over. But in the meantime, anytime you want, you're welcome.
All right.
All right. CHEEG, feel free, while it's not technically in your inventory, to mark down space engine. And if you would like to... Yeah. You're able to study this at any time you'd like. Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Lovely. Would you like to do that now, or would you like to go finish your holodeck firearm range?
I do want to finish the holodeck because I will forget about it.
Absolutely.
If I start working on the engine.
For sure, for sure. All right. I want you to just make me one last Arcana check or Tinker's Tools check, and whichever you prefer, to see how that finishes up.
23.
Lovely. All right. That is successful. Very good. CHEEG, you complete it, and it is a work of art. Not a surprise coming from you. Anyone who attempts to make any training rolls using firearms, whether that is for the archery fighting style or maybe the gunner feat, any checks like that are going to be made with advantage from now on, as long as you are using the deck that CHEEG has prepared. And that, of course, goes for any ranged attacks as well. Let's go. Great job, Ben.
All right. I want to pick up one of the sight rifles that I've made. There is a bow, a trident because I know somebody uses. I know we have someone that uses that.
Mm-hmm.
And pistols. As there's a pistol one as well. And the system can be set to react to spells. So if you wanted to, do practice Eldritch Blast or anything else of the sort, that could also be done.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone maybe wants to try their
Let's
hand at
go.
spell sniper, yeah, let's go. Very good. All right. With that sort of explained for the moment, excellent job. CYPHER.
Yes.
Eventually, Heavy comes over to you. All right. I got permission from your captain, so if you'll allow me, we can finish upgrading that brewing stand. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Yes. Let's go ahead.
Lovely, lovely. All right. And we watch as, over the course of a few hours, Heavy upgrades your brewing stand on CHEEG's ship. Because this has been completed, ALYCIA, I will now let you complete 2 potions per long rest instead of just 1.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Pleasure working with you. CYPHER.
Just CYPHER is fine.
All right. CYPHER it is. Now, because it is now your time, ALYCIA, what would you like to do? What is CYPHER going to do today?
Well, we are heading towards like a jungly area, which is probably going to be pretty dense.
Right.
So I want to get as many of those night vision potions ready as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, bless you. Hope you're okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, all good.
Great, great. I'm going to say you are able to prepare, and I mean, feel free to make these checks. We can see if you get any better. You're going to roll 2 Arcana checks. It doesn't take much for you to successfully brew a potion. This is more so to see if you do it especially well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll. And it's going to be a 26.
Beautiful. A 26 is successful. Would you like to make the other roll for the second night vision potion?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got this.
All right, that one is even better at 27.
Beautiful. Now, those are both going to be successful, Cypher, and you, after this long rest, will have 3 dark vision potions. So, as previously stated, the rules are if you don't have dark vision, you get 60 feet, but if you already do, it doubles your distance. That said, with a 26 and a 27, as you are working, you have a bit of an epiphany. What you have right now, pretty solid. Using what you've got, you can absolutely make some decent potions. That said, if you use more of your supplies from the red dragon, from its eyeball matter, you could probably improve this potion. I'm going to say with a 26 and a 27, you recognize a potential side effect. If you try to enhance a potion, on a failure, while it still will work, there is a chance that everything will be viewed through a red hue. That said, you could still give a non-dark vision creature dark vision to a distance of 120 feet. And for a creature that already has dark vision, instead of just doubling it, going to say you can double it. We'll say triple. We'll say triple. That'll make it easiest for math.
Okay.
Cool. So that is up to you. You would just use a portion of the eye on any potion. And since you were making these two, you could just do that overnight. And these would be improved dark vision potions. That's up to you, though.
Sounds good.
Lovely, lovely. All right. So feel free to mark that down in your inventory. You've got 1 dark vision potion, 2 greater dark vision potions, and you have your dragon's breath potion. Pretty cool. All right. As you complete these, also, guys, remind me to write down those rulings later. Is there anything else you wanted to do now that you've got those fermenting?
Honestly, that was the only thing I really wanted to work on. I
Yeah.
can't think of anything else.
Absolutely. I think that's fantastic. Cypher, you set those aside. And it's then that Siren, you are up. Siren,
Hello.
this is the same day as your battle with Cypher.
Mhm.
And while it took a little bit for you to feel it, at one moment, while you're off on your own, you feel a bit of weakness enter your body. You took a lot out of yourself to fight so hard, to smite with your hands, and as you look down at them, even just flexing the fingers, you feel a little weak. Taking 2 levels of exhaustion, as we discussed, that means until you either restore yourself or take 2 long rests, you are going to have a debuff per level of exhaustion. So right now that means a -2 to any and all rolls.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Recognizing that they are unwell, what does Siren do?
I think they're gonna lay down for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Gonna take a lighter day.
As they go to rest up, is there anything you wanted them to do light activity wise? Maybe do some reading, or do we just want to say that Siren rests for now and that's it?
Like Siren is always a good chance that they're reading.
Can appreciate that. All right, absolutely. No more training today for Siren as you go and lay down. With that, Delphi, what are you getting up to?
That is a great question.
I know we had discussed something in DMs. I just wasn't sure if you want to
Yes.
do that now.
No, that's what yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
Delphi actually seeks out Cypher.
lovely. Cypher,
Oh,
it's
hello, Miss Sylvie.
Hey, so that fish you asked me for last night. You said you were using that for a night vision potion? Or I'm assuming that's what you were doing if you didn't ask me that specifically. Didn't hear very much. I heard something something fish, something something blue, and that tends to be what you guys go for.
Yes, I was using them to make night vision potions. I noticed that majority of our little group isn't really well suited for dark areas, and I figured then these gems are probably in dark areas. So, yeah, I got a couple of them completed over there. About 5 of them so far.
Oh, wow, you work fast. I also don't know how long potions take to brew, so that's on me. I've got kind of an odd request. I'm not sure. I wouldn't consider this odd. But
Oh, what kind of requests we talking about? I don't do aphrodisiacs.
yeah, no. Definitely don't need
From
one of
across
those.
the ship, Tyron yells, "God bless!"
Yeah, definitely don't need one of those. Sabrina and I are good. But would you be able to make kind of like not the opposite of a dark vision potion? Want I don't want to
Ooh, do you
permanently be
mean like a sunglasses sort of situation? I believe there was a tonic that the drow like to use.
yes,
Yeah, there is.
actually. I don't want it to be long term. I kind of just want something that eases me into. I don't know if you noticed during the well, probably not, you were fighting. It takes me like a solid 2 hours to get used to sunlight when I come up from the ocean, and it sucks. Um, I was just
Hmm.
wondering if you knew how to make anything to help with that.
I know a couple theory potions that might be able to do the trick. Sailors really like to use them since they tend to go from a dark area to a very bright area. You're a sailor. Why am I explaining this to you? I'm so sorry. Um, but I do believe I should be able to make something of similar nature.
I would really appreciate that. Like I said, it doesn't have to last through the day. I just need that transition to be easier,
Yes, of
quicker.
course. If you don't mind, I'll probably be able to start working on it later this evening.
No,
But
absolutely. Take
just
your
because
time.
the Bunsen burners are making the night vision right now. But of
Right.
course, as soon as that is free and able to do, I will get that started for you, Miss Delphi.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
I just had something quick and quick and easy.
No, that's fantastic. Absolutely. All right, and I will absolutely allow that to be done. Cypher, yeah, I will totally let you roll for that later this evening. It might take a little bit longer, but honestly, because you guys are working together as a team, I'm going to give you advantage on that roll. Uh,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
yeah, yeah. So, as you've just established, the drow do have a potion. It is used as a remedy to sort of lessen the pain of dealing with the sun. Now, using a different part of the fish that Delphi got for you, you are able to attempt this. Now, usually this would be a more difficult roll, but once again, I like the teamwork. I think this is cool, so I'm gonna let you roll the Arcana with advantage.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, it could be with your alchemist supplies instead. It's whatever's better. I'm pretty sure you're good.
My alchemy is fantastic, and that's going to be a 26.
26, lovely. All right, with a 26, you do what you can. Rather than doing what you have been, making a full potion, to make this a little bit more viable considering the supplies you have. They're like eye drops that you're able to develop for Delphi. They're in a container. The prescription should last about a month as long as she applies them every morning or every evening before bed, just once per day, she shouldn't have that sort of disadvantage getting out of the water first thing in the day.
Wonderful. I will drop that to her as soon as it's ready.
All right. With that, folks, as you folks are getting up to everything you have been this adventuring day, I would like someone in the party to roll the d6 to determine today's weather conditions. We've established it's been gray after what happened. I'm going to ask someone other than ALYCIA rolls just to keep it interesting. For Ben, you weren't here before. ALYCIA rolled a d6, and on a 6, there was a 1 in 6 chance for a bad storm to take place, which prevented you from continuing your travels.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'll roll the d6.
lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I will say, because you guys already had bad weather, just know the way this works, there is a equal chance of having amazing weather. So we'll see how it goes.
Letting
Alright.
our 2 lucky rollers roll something that the
3.
higher it goes.
Oh, wind?
Wait.
Sorry, Ben, how'd you do on your d6? On a
3.
Lovely. Lovely. All right. For the 3, you got good weather. This will not impede your travel at all. You are going to have a consistent travel day. And by tomorrow, about midday, you should be successful and in Verdisia, which is wonderful.
Awesome.
Lovely. All right, gang. Because this has been so solid of a day for everyone, and obviously we are down our lovely wizard, I'm going to say you guys all get your long rest and you are successful. We do have an hour left of session, though, so I'm going to give you guys an option. For each member of our party, plus one random one, I have prepared a potential random encounter that would relate to each of you and your stories. We can do that, or if you guys would prefer, I'm also prepared for a potential dream sequence. In which case, similarly, I would roll a d6, and depending on the number I roll, one of you has the chance for a terrible or wonderful dream.
Jegg, Minecraft dreams are always evil.
So,
Make a valid point. You know what? It's been peaceful for far too long. Give us the evil.
give us the evil. Okay.
I think random encounter is my vote.
So, let's see. That was a vote for BENNI for random encounter. ALYCIA, was that a vote
I
for
will
dream?
I will abstain so that we
Yes.
have an even number.
All right.
We don't have an even number.
Wonderful. Draw, encounter, or dream. The decision is up to you.
You torture me with these dreams. I'm going random encounter.
Beautiful. All right.
Ra knows the pain.
Knows the pain. Knows the
Like
pain.
Minecraft, I still experience spikes of anxiety when you talk about picking numbers or establishing a connection.
It has to be done. All right, everyone.
It has to be done. Jegg Minecraft loves giving her girlfriend heart palpitations.
Only a little bit. Sorry.
To be fair, it is kind of fun to give.
It's true. All right, guys. Wonderful. Everyone gets a long rest. If you were missing any spell slots, they're good. And Siren, I'm going to say 1 point of exhaustion is gone, so you just have a -1 to everything now.
Hell yeah.
Nice. All right, gang. When I roll this d6, let it be known that a number corresponds to each of you. If I get a 6, the number corresponds to me. That's bad.
Oh.
Are we ready?
Mhm.
Okay. Now that did land on my keyboard. Do we want me to re-roll, or do we want me to lie with it?
Fuck it, we ball.
I concur. Bucket we ball.
Lovely.
Fuck it, we ball.
All right.
We have shed in this bed. Now we lay in it.
With that, with the 1 on the d6, the random encounter corresponds to CHEEG.
Yippee!
Yippee! CHEEG. It is at one point, not long after you have completed the holodeck, and, you've done a little bit of double checking, using your hunter's rifle, using maybe the pistol or whatever was lying around. You hear the engine down below come to a standstill as the ship ceases to move.
Uh-oh.
As you are sort of starting to lag behind, we see over on the other ship, a hand is extended from Heavy. And as she does so, Sabrina's ship stops as well. This means they're not going to go without you, of course. Would you like to go down to check out the engine?
Yep.
Beautiful. As you go down, we see Glam, we see Stingray, and they are tweaking out. They are running in little circles, and you hear them sort of screaming at each other in Primordial, which you, of course, speak and understand. What have you done? What have you done? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Stop it. Stop. And they see you, and they both stop immediately.
Where's your sister?
She went out the window. We were fighting. Like just now.
You stopped immediately, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check something. Thank God I took that infusion.
What have you got?
Ooh. Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Oh, let's go! All right, absolutely. All right.
Well, I'm gonna grab a bit of like a vaguely cloak-shaped cloth from anywhere in my quarters, and I'm jumping off. I guess I gotta go grab her.
Absolutely. You do this, and those of you who are out and about, you sort of see CHEEG, very like calmly, I would imagine, but quickly heading out. DELPHI, I think Sabrina and Heavy have probably gathered, and like all of you are looking over at the other ship. Sabrina's just looking to you, DELPHI. I wonder where that. Oh, it looks like CHEEG's coming out. I wonder why they stopped. And sure enough, we see CHEEG just jump off and go into the water.
Should I?
Yeah, no, go. You gonna jump? Yeah?
I'm gonna jump in with CHEEG.
Absolutely, you jump down. CYPHER, it's morning. You just finished the eye drops and we're getting ready to probably bring them to DELPHI. And you look out the window and you just see Delphi and CHEEG both in the water going down.
Oh, is it a swimming day, perhaps? It looks too cold for that. Don't fall off. No, that could be it. No one's that dumb. I don't think.
Realize I didn't explain myself to anyone, so yeah, that's
No, yeah. You just kinda
Yeah,
went,
sorry, dude. We all think you're in trouble.
There's an artificer in trouble. There's an artificer in trouble. There's an artificer in trouble
The owner
somewhere.
of a ship just jumped into the ocean. Delphi's not about to sit back and go, "Oh, he's gonna be fine." Nah.
yeah, I'm gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's as you jump in the water, CHEEG, and Delphi goes after you. The two of you find yourselves heading down. Now, thankfully, CHEEG, you are a responsible artificer parent, and I would like to imagine that you have something. I'll just give this to you for free to track any of the bots.
Well, they are like direct products of my mind. I imagine there's like a link there
Absolutely, absolutely.
that exists there, and also it is a glowing yellow orb in what I imagine is very dark and murky water.
Absolutely. As Delphi, you and CHEEG are side by side, beginning to swim down. CHEEG, you see heading down pretty quickly, surprisingly so, that yellow orb that is Mary Sue. Delphi, as a siren, you are able to communicate telepathically while underwater. What are you saying to CHEEG?
Dude, what the fuck?
I point at the yellow circle.
Oh, you lost something. Dude, come on. You can't just jump off of your ship.
I point at the cloak and then I put a thumbs up and continue swimming down.
Beautiful.
Do you want help?
I once again put my thumb up.
Is that a yes to help, or is that
That
a
is a
you're good?
yes.
Okay.
Lovely. The two of you go deeper down, and sure enough, CHEEG and Delphi, you're able to stay more or less side by side. It's as you're getting further down that you recognize just why Mary Sue was moving so quickly. Mary Sue is not swimming down. In fact, Mary Sue is attempting to swim up. However, what is holding on to Mary Sue? What appears to be a giant octopus is holding on pretty tight. Would you two roll for initiative for me?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Jegg Minecraft, don't put a tentacle monster in your D&D campaign challenge. Impossible. Fail.
It's the ocean!
Fatalities.
It's the ocean!
Don't blame the ocean for your kinks, girly.
Let the record show. This one
I'm
might be
so
my
close to
bad.
getting a bingo.
No! No! Damn it.
Alright, sweet. That is an unnatural 20.
Beautiful.
Mine was a 17.
That is amazing. Fantastic to you both. All right.
Are there any D&D rules for firearms underwater?
Not that I'm going to put in, because I want you to have fun. Because that would suck. And you have
Cheek's a sailor. I feel like Cheek found a way to get around it.
No,
I mean, some can. It's
Well,
just
it would
some.
be. It'd be a whole lot funnier if you just pulled out a harpoon gun out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's Delphi, CHEEG, and then Giant Octopus. We're going to open up with Delphi this combat.
Awesome. You know, now's a good time to ask myself what my swimming speed is.
It's good. It's real good.
Real good is not a number, baby girl.
You're right. You're so real.
Link? Did I? Who gave me the homebrew?
Damn. All right, it's okay. I've got your character sheet up.
Do I have that written down?
So anyway, gamers, we're all learning together in this game, and that's all that
Yeah.
counts.
Well, no.
Oh, good news. 40 feet.
40 feet.
Beautiful.
Slay. All right. Next question. How far am I from this beast?
I'm gonna say at this point, it is 30 feet in front of you both, just when you finally see it.
Slay. Crazy concept. Remind me. Captain's Cutlass. Is that
It's once per day, so you can use it. This would just be your only time for today.
Do we all get an encounter tonight, or is this
This is like our thing that we're doing.
for the rest of the session?
Yeah, like I'll let you guys do whatever to wrap up after this, but this is like the encounter to,
Okay, yeah.
I'm just gonna say though, just remember, like, that is not to say that you will get a long rest before you make it to Verdisia.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Hey,
Jegg
listen.
Minecraft does this. Because she knows I just won't use it at all then.
I'm just being honest. Just being
You
honest.
have to use it. You can't save your elixirs till the end of the game. You gotta use them now.
You might
Not the
regret.
end of the game. It's just until the next long rest.
True. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
You know what? My trident. That's a ranged weapon.
Correct.
Can I try and aim for the tentacles that are holding on to the orb?
Yeah, I'll let you attempt a disarming strike. I'm gonna say, just because you don't have this as an ability like you would if you had the Battlemaster fighter stuff, make this attack, because you're attempting to disarm them, just make it with disadvantage, okay?
Is that disarming? It's more like I'm trying to cut off a limb.
Well, basically, what you're describing is an ability that the Battlemaster fighter has. So I'm just
To
thinking you're throwing
throw
it
a
through the water, and as opposed to just doing traditional damage, what you're trying to do is pretty difficult. So that's why I'm still letting you attempt it, but I'm just saying it's more likely that you would damage this thing than cutting off the limb, you know?
I mean, I'm fine either way.
Yeah, like I said, just roll the d20, take the lower number. Apple Friend says, what is disarming, if not removing a limb?
So true.
Is it not knocking something out of somebody's hand?
That was a
It's
pun.
a pun.
How the
Disarming.
fuck did I manage to roll lower on the second? Hold
okay.
on. Math. 13.
That hits. Well done. With
Hell yeah.
You throw the trident, and as it flies through the air, despite the disadvantage,
The air.
through the water, as it flies, it soars through the water. We watch as it makes contact, and as you manage to hit one of its tentacles, you manage to get it to let go of the orb. You've sort of torn into it a little bit, and we watch as Mary Sue comes flying toward CHEEG immediately. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Oh, that's 2 damage.
Okay, go for it. Wait, you said that's 2 damage?
Yeah, like I rolled my damage die, and it was a 2.
All good. So if I'm not mistaken, hun,
Huh?
did you? Sorry,
My
This is
trident was 1d6.
no, right. But this is your main hand weapon attack. Sorry, I think you should have like a damage modifier to that.
Do I?
Your
Yeah,
dex.
yeah, you gotta add your
Dex? Okay, slay.
slay. Let's go. Yeah, you got this.
I don't play. Okay, so that's going to be a 7 instead.
Hey, that's beautiful. Absolutely. All right, so you do 7 points of damage total to this giant octopus. As you throw the trident, you manage to disarm it, and Mary Sue goes back to CHEEG. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Beautiful. CHEEG, you are up in combat. Mary Sue flies through the water and manages to just get right next to you.
All right. First, I'm going to put her back into the thing that I use to carry them usually.
Absolutely.
I have an interesting idea.
All right.
I would like to use Thunderwave to push this thing down and propel myself up out of the wall.
That is amazing. And I am going to... Okay. So Thunder Wave, I need to make a dex save, right? I'm going to do that with disadvantage.
It is a
Oh.
Constitution save.
Okay, even better. I mean, this thing has pretty garbage of both of those things. A 6 is an absolute fail.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. Okay, feel free to roll for damage as the thing is pushed down, and we watch as you and DELPHI, if she doesn't resist. DELPHI, do you want to go up above the water with the Thunder Wave?
Sure.
Absolutely. It's like a geyser. As you push this thing down, feel free to roll for damage to see if that does it.
12. Thunder.
Beautiful, beautiful work. You deal 12 points of thunder damage to this thing. And as it is pushed down, it is absolutely bloodied. We watch as ink is squeezed out of it, almost like a wet towel. But you don't see that for long, as the three of you, Mary Sue, of course, tucked away, but CHEEG, you and DELPHI are pushed up and out of the water. As this happens, we see the rest of the crew, CYPHER, SIREN, not to mention over on the other boat we've got Heavy, Ryder, and Sabrina. They all look at you. If you would like to, rule of cool, I'm going to let you guys both just land on the deck safely. No deck safe.
That is indeed
Like-
bad.
Oh my gosh, Rule of Cool, like the
Rule of
YouTube
Cool?
channel,
Oh my gosh, guys.
and TikTok, and
Guys?
Instagram, and Twitter. I think you guys have a Twitter.
I think they have a blue sky
A
instead
blue
of Twitter.
sky. That's even better.
Yeah. That's the only... Listen, guys, you don't need an everything app, okay?
You just need a most things app.
Exactly.
You need a everything app, but with a couple of updates change. Just a couple of updates ago.
Yeah. You know, guys. That's all we're really asking for.
I like how it's blue, and I just wish the logo was a bird. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Birds like tell a good story of like telegraphing like communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you
Someone
could
should
call
use
posts on their tweets.
Oh, like birds. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they tweet. Guys, I love birds.
Me too. I sure do miss them.
What?
Nothing.
You heard
Anyway.
her.
What happened to them?
Oh,
They were replaced with security cameras. Richard
Mm.
Nixon.
Nixon.
yeah. Yeah, that's what they...
What part do they fall under?
Yeah, they always say Bush, but it was
Actually makes more sense for Nixon.
The E. No, the U.
Random thing, guys. Random thing. One day I'll figure out how to do links for Blue Sky. But in the meantime, that time I did do the correct link for our YouTube channel, which is where the VODs are going to go for last session and this one very soon. In the
And all
meantime,
the sessions before that.
and all the sessions before that, guys, all the time. And new highlights coming soon. DELPHI and CHEEG managed to land on the deck. CHEEG, did you bring Stingray and Glam with you, or did you let them stay here while you were rescuing Mary Sue?
I did just immediately like walk out. I I walked out of the room, grabbed my coat, and jumped off the ship
Lovely.
immediately.
Wonderful. So they are both waiting there for you on the deck, and you guys see this like a red orb and a blue orb, right?
Hmm.
Lovely.
I imagine they would have had to have grabbed their chassis if they wanted to move up here though.
Absolutely, absolutely. They like very slowly made their way up, and you could tell it was a struggle, but they're both just like crying in primordial, like, we're sorry, we're sorry. Mary Sue's just kind of gonna poke out of the pack and look at them both. This time I forgive you. Okay. You're gonna hear from the other ship just, everything okay?
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna turn around and say, yeah, yep, sorry, my bad.
It's good.
And then I'm
Delphi.
gonna turn back to
Yeah.
the two and go, hey, you heard your sister, no more roughhousing.
Okay.
What? What happened? Like, you've got your orc back.
Yeah. The other two were in a fight that resulted in this one falling out of the window. So
Ah, well, I'm glad we got the orb back safely.
Is it all right?
Yeah, is that man,
I mean,
I'll
I'm
look,
yeah,
just
I'll
boy,
trying
sea
look
to hear.
monsters
down
is not.
and murmur in primordial. It's a good question. Are you alright?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
And I'll say, yep, they're alright.
Okay, good.
So they've got like a full mind of their own.
Yes. Yep.
Insight check.
What? Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
lying.
Well, yeah, but that
Well,
tone of
yeah, but
voice
you
just
said it
means
like that.
something other than fully yes.
There's a chance, like,
I'm curious.
yeah, you know, what this party's like. They've got questions.
Can I also make an insight check? I'm also.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yippee!
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
It's a 6.
Oh, that makes me feel better. That's a 12.
Hey. All right, nice. I'm going to say, Siren, it's a little difficult to get a read on CHEEG here. With a 12, Delphi, I mean, both of you can tell that CHEEG's being honest, but there's probably more to it that you can't quite pick up on.
Mhm. Fair.
Yeah. With that, CYPHER, you are down in the lab, correct?
Yeah.
Wonderful. It says you are
Yes, I
working.
am.
Yeah. Y- You're working, but like casually, like it's a pretty chill day. I don't know if you drink anything in the morning to get yourself going, but
Oh, just water.
lovely.
Vodka.
It's you're drinking water and your glass is empty, and it's like you set it down, and then as you're probably writing a note, you unconsciously think about reaching out for it, and you just find that it is clinking down beside you, now full. If you look in it, you see that
In my
it's
water
now.
glass.
You look in your water glass, and you see on the edges there are little suction cups, just little marks. Do you turn around toward the window?
Yes.
You see a giant octopus having squeezed its way through the window, as it can get through something as small as 1 inch, I believe.
Oh,
And it
you would know that.
and it is just
And I put it in my glass.
the octopus.
Yes, okay. I don't know if you've like catch spiders in your house with a glass and like a bits of paper underneath it.
Alicia, this is really funny, so I'm gonna let you roll with advantage. Make a dexterity check for me to catch it in your glass.
Cool beans. Oh, even better. Okay, let's see here. That's gonna be a 21.
With a 21, you take your glass, and this should not work, but to everyone at home's horror, Cypher, you managed to fit the entire glass over this giant octopus. It squeezes inside, and you're able to just kind of like get a paper underneath it, and you just stare at this thing with like, it's got like these black eyes. They're almost like a teddy bear's. They're just kind of shiny. They're just staring at you as you've trapped it in this glass. What do you do?
I'm gonna start taking it back up to the main deck.
Okay. Everyone, you see Cypher just standing on the deck, like coming up from downstairs with a cup with like a paper underneath it and like something, this sort of salmon color inside the glass.
Oh, good morning.
What did you catch?
Oh, I just found a little guy crawling through the window. I was just gonna release him back in the ocean. He's kinda cute, ain't he?
Yeah. That's how I would just. Mm-hmm.
It's not like we have a fish tank. You can't really keep him.
What a shame. What great sadness.
I know, right? The
Would you
largest
like
of
one?
shames. Can I have one?
Yeah, give me the rest of the day.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful.
Wonderful. All right.
It will be good because we can store living specimens that we would need for different types of potions. It would be fantastic.
Oh. Yeah. Hmm. You intrigue me.
Thank you.
I mean, you just rapidly went from look how cute it is to let's store living specimens.
Well,
It just
of course,
feels
I can.
like two very different vibes, you know?
Well, why else would we keep it? Seems
Well,
cruel
you
to keep it just for the sake of wanting to keep it. It would need to use.
Pet.
Could just throw it
yeah.
back in the ocean. It's not missing a couple of tentacles, is it?
It doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Well, it is rather cute.
I mean, you caught it, so it is your discretion.
I think I'll keep him.
Awesome. I'll start working on the fish tank.
Thank
Well,
you, CHEEG.
wonderful. Cypher, you now have a giant octopus proto-familiar. Training them might be a process, but congratulations.
Oh, fantastic. Let's effing go.
All right. Guys, well done, by the way. Just excellent job. Is there anything else we wanted to get done this session?
Honestly,
I think you did a lot.
we did.
We
Yeah,
did.
wonderful. All right, hey guys, because weather's been favorable, off in the distance, we see this lush shade of green. Before long, you know you will make it to Verdesia.
Jig Minecraft.
Yes, my friend.
In that case, could I perhaps run a little scene introducing someone?
I'm intrigued, and let's see. I was gonna have you land next session, but if you'd like to do that, we do have 20 minutes left, so I'd be more than happy to.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you guys will forgive me for not having the map up yet, that sounds good to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, all right.
You've got all the important notes you need to know what you need of who Darla is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Siren lands and is immediately um on a journey, on a quest. Anyone is welcome to follow.
Lovely.
So,
Sure.
gotta catch up with that friend of mine. She's delightful. You guys should meet her if you have the time.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm,
That sounds
I'm kind of just following y'all.
All right. To sort of give you folks a moment as I describe Verdesia. As I've said, this is a lush jungle island. Lagunia certainly has a jungle, but it's not quite as wild as Verdesia is. And as you land, while there are docks, it's very strange. The way they function, there's the dock, and then there is a ramp that leads up to the villages, these treetop villages built out of several tree houses clumped together across the island. They're connected by bridge. That is what you're heading up on. The goal is essentially to keep people away from the depths of the island for their own safety. As you folks head up, and Siren, you are able to soar very easily. You see animal folk of all type live here. We're going to see some colorful Aarakocra of red, yellow, and blue, sort of preening each other's feathers as they seem to be the equivalent of a hair salon. We also see a few tabaxi of different types, a panther and a tiger, and they seem to be taking a morning jog just across the village over the bridges. Eventually, we see a building. A beautiful building. You'd be forgiven for not recognizing that it was a brothel, if only because, well, it is labeled Rainforest Cafe. As you make your way inside.
I mean, you can get a good bite to eat here, so.
True. You can bite a lot of things here.
They're very into biting here. I can promise you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Lovely. Those of you who make your way inside, you see the furniture. It's clearly hand-carved out of the same trees that you see throughout the island. Each piece is entirely custom. You see what seem to be fish tanks, and taking a look at them, it's clear that, well, everything here has been crafted to have a certain aesthetic. It's energetic, it's fun. And I'm going to say that as you make your way inside, while there are performers off in the back, there are also people just enjoying the food, enjoying each other's company, flirting a little bit. We see a tabaxi woman. She is wearing a black dress and a little heart-shaped necklace. I'm going to send this art from our good friend baby Benny. That said, Benny, I want to make sure I'm being accurate. What breed of cat is this tabaxi?
Siamese.
Siamese, lovely.
Yeah. To be clear, that is a pig crew.
That is a pit crew.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's very nice. It's a very nice pit crew.
One day I'll draw her.
One day you'll draw her. We see her not far from the stage, talking to a performer. Hey, you really gotta take a break. It's okay. Here, you've been doing good work. And she's going to hand them some silver pieces. Why don't you go out, get some lunch? Thanks. We see her ears perk up. And she turns around, hearing the flapping of your wings. Siren Twinkshine, is that you?
Darla, my
Yeah.
love. My one true love. How are you doing?
Oh, always better when I'm within your touch. And she's going to step forward
Oh
and
my
smile.
god, I'm gonna blush.
How are you? How are you?
I am fantastic. I have found an eclectic group to hang out with. I'm on a new ship. I'm actually
Oh.
technically in between two ships, but they go side by side. It's cute. It's like if ships could be in love. They're low-key in love.
Oh. I believe that. I love that for you. That's. Oh.
Yeah.
You.
And the crew is gorgeous.
Oh. I don't doubt it. Although, you find the beauty in everybody, Siren.
That's my job. Someone has to.
I missed you. Do you need anything? How can I help?
I missed you too, baby. I actually am here to help you. Well, us, the biz.
Okay, okay.
I just took off from Lagunia. I was visiting the resort, right?
Yeah, Paradise Cove.
Yeah, crazy thing built on colonization. Evil runner. We killed her.
Oh,
Well, my friend killed her.
good.
Yeah, he owns the place now, but it's not his stuff, so they swapped in some of their friends. I got to see their hometown. There's a delightful place, and you and me looked all over about Lagunia, and we didn't hear not a word about this place. It's adorable. It's the sweetest town, hardworking people, good food, and I met their mom. She's very hot.
Oh.
I had to ask her where the brothels were. I was dying. You know me. I charismatic until it comes to parents. It's just it's everyone has to have a flaw. But
Yeah.
I found this place is so cute, very outdoorsy feeling, and I got a number.
You got a number.
They're
Okay.
interested in joining.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
Mhm.
Okay. Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah. Where can I write this down for you?
Oh, let's see. Tell you what. And she is going to take her personal sending stone and extend it to you. Here. And then I can just make sure that it's in our records. We watch and it begins to glow. And if you choose to, you are able to sort of beam the information into the sending stone.
Of course.
Mhm.
I tap the side of her stone. It's I gotta get myself one of these one day.
You know what? I should have done that a whole lot sooner. Hey, baby, I'll be right back, okay? You don't go anywhere.
Yes, ma'am.
She smiles and she goes into the back, into the offices. Before long, she comes back and extends a sending stone to you. Now, I'm going to let you choose.
A company phone?
Only the best for you. Come on.
Where'd you get this? Who could be using it better?
You know what? You're right. I don't know who could be.
Ah.
I've been meaning to give you something. You do such good work, and I miss, well, hearing from you.
Yeah, I haven't I haven't stopped by too many places with a good mail system in a while.
No.
It's a shame how uncommon it's becoming. I love letters. Love letters.
Oh. And she's going to sort of take it, place it in your hand, and then hold her other hand over it. Now, I'll write you as many letters as you need to, but don't forget, I'm always thinking about you here. We all are.
Oh, I know you.
Okay, good.
Do you got
Sir.
any copies of our client list so I can, I'll process it into here?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Here you go. And
Thank you.
of course, of course. Let's see. As she gives it to you, there are names from a few different places. Because of your trip to Elysium way back when, we've been hearing from them. It's good. They're usually pretty reclusive, but yeah, it's been a nice change. Nice change.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, you got business to attend to, but if you want to introduce me to any of your friends, I'd enjoy that.
Did anyone come with me?
Yeah, did anyone stop by the Rainforest Cafe?
I did.
I think most of us were following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys heard me talk to
I
to
would
Chris
be
Ford.
doing the engine thing, so
Yeah, so you
You didn't
didn't
hear
hear
me.
Siren call your mom hot. No, but
Oh,
CYPHER
I
and
told
DELPHI.
CHEEG to hit their face
Yeah,
earlier. I was like, why didn't you tell me your mom is gorgeous? We had a whole conversation about it. They know.
of course,
They
of
know.
course. That's where CHEEG gets their looks, All right.
Yeah, of
So,
course. We've got two lovely, lovely minds. Got Miss Delphi.
Hello.
oh, hello.
She has the cutest relationship. Actually, is Sabrina here?
Oh,
Uh,
almost certainly. Let's be so clear on that.
you see Sabrina sort of, as she was on your arm, DELPHI, she comes back and you see that she's managed to get a little sampler glass from someone walking by, and she's sort of balancing one for her, one for you, DELPHI. Look, oh, they have.
Yes. Sabrina. They're so cute together.
Aw.
Oh, thank you. You know what? No, I believe that. Oh my gosh. Oh
And
yeah.
they nearly kicked my ass in volleyball.
Oh. Okay, okay.
And
Let's.
we have my very inquisitive friend over here, CYPHER.
Hello.
Hello there, CYPHER. I have to say, you have an absolutely gorgeous pair of ears. What kind of conditioner do you use?
It's a great question. Whatever's available.
I see. Oh, your
God,
genetics.
genetics are so cool.
Hmm.
I feel like if I use the wrong amount of something, my hair will just, ugh,
Ugh. Let's see.
you
Okay.
know the struggle.
I do, I do. All right, well, you three, um, as far as I'm concerned, a guest to Siren's a guest to mine. So if you need anything while you're here, just let me know. Uh, let's see. Tell you what, if you folks need rooms, the Rainforest Cafe, I'm sure I can get you a few. I'll make sure to give you some noise canceling earplugs, just in case. Of course.
Sweet. Is, Carla,
Yeah.
do you remember that, what is it, the one nice guy, he came in about a year ago, started working here. Is he still involved with the
Yeah.
business?
Oh, he is.
Remind me, what was his name?
Hmm. You're looking for Tank.
Hey, that's the one. Is he working tonight?
For you, I'm sure.